We have been grappling with issues of stagnation in promotion. Somebody is in one rank for over 10 years. Somebody has served, this person is 50 years, no rank. The files are clean, this person has no disciplinary offenses, but now you have addressed that, especially this one of overstaying in one rank. Because, like for example, myself, I was a corporal for around nine years. If now you were the C at that time, I think I would be a bit higher. Somewhere, I think I would be somewhere else now. But for my colleagues now, that one is very okay. But I will as well read what we had here. For the career progression, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, sir, the Governor of Bomet, Honorable Ilade Bachok, Professor, sir. Yes. All other protocols observed. Senior government officials present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. As OCSS Bomet County, we have condensed our issues into a memoranda that has a number of issues, and I will go straight to addressing the first part of it, and my colleague, Chief Inspector Ocheng, the OCS Molot, will address the rest. I am Chief Inspector Cyrus Kitetu, the OCS Bomet Central. So this is a memorandum by OCS Bomet County to the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Interior and the National Administration, the Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, during the Jukwaa la Usalama tour of Bomet County on 8th August 2025. Welcome to Bomet, sir. The Kenya Police Service station commanders within Bomet County highly appreciate the government's effort in addressing issues concerning the security of our nation at large. Most issues addressed in this memoranda cover police stations, police posts, patrol bases within the county. They are cross-cutting in nature, some specific and others general. The following are some of the issues identified for address, sir. So these issues, as I said, they are crisscrossing, and you may have heard about them in other forums elsewhere, but they impact differently depending on localities, sir. I start with transport, sir. Station commanders appreciate the effort the government is putting in place in addressing this challenge. However, there are very few vehicles, and most stations completely lack vehicles. There are 23 police stations within this county, sir, and there are 17 police posts and patrol bases established across the county, with only 10 motor vehicles to serve those police stations and the police posts. Three of them are government vehicles, and 7 of them are leased. As a measure to ensure that service has been rendered, commanders are forced to share vehicles with other stations. For example, Bomet Police Station has one vehicle, and Bomet Police Station shares that vehicle with 4 other stations. These stations, sir, are far apart. They are not near each other. In addition to that, sir, that vehicle, that is my vehicle here, is the same vehicle that is used by the traffic department with all the accidents that happen here. This route is very busy. The same vehicle, sir, is the vehicle that is used by the prison department. The prison department here have no vehicle. That is the vehicle they use to take their prisoners to court and back to the remand. The same vehicle they use to take these prisoners to hospital in Longisa, which is 20 kilometers away from here. We also take prisoners for medication to Longisa. Traffic department takes their victims to Longisa, which is very far away. That is one vehicle against such, sir. Mulot Police Station and Lugumek have similar issues. Their vehicles serve the entire sub-counties. The respective sub-county commanders of those areas are also not facilitated, and as such, they also use these vehicles for their day-to-day activities. Coupled with the monthly limited allocation of fuel, this impacts negatively when it comes to service delivery. The OCS were therefore requesting that the recently recalled police motor vehicles be replaced and, if possible, more to be added for optimal service delivery. So, on that basis, if you look at the fuel allocation, I'm 1 month old here. I'm one and a half months old here, and I've started facing that challenge. The first month I've been here, that fuel was exhausted within the first 20 days. I had now to go and look for partners around here, other ministries, and they have assisted me to complete that month. Because, for example, today, that vehicle up to now, and we are not yet halfway throughout the day. It has gone 100 kilometers. It went to Silibot police station this morning, picked prisoners there, brought them here. It went to the prison, done the same. It went again to Silibot and picked a suicide victim. The body was taken to Longkisa. It is now back here and doing other police work. It has now completed about 100 kilometers, sir, and we are not halfway through the day. So, in that case, Your Honor, if we get additional vehicles within the county, maybe 2 or 3 of them, to assist the others that we have, and particularly the least ones, sir, because the least ones we are very appreciating. We are very appreciative of the government, because now those of us who were there before, they know where we are coming from. We used to have junks of vehicles that cannot move, no fuel, but now we have leased vehicles that they may be few years, but they have fuel and they are serviceable. So if we can get 2 or 3 or more within the county, I think that problem will be alleviated, sir. Number 2, sir, I come to career progression. You have just addressed this. In fact, what we have here is what you have said. We have been grappling with issues of stagnation in promotion. Somebody is in one rank for over 10 years. Somebody has served, this person is 50 years, no rank. The files are clean. This person has no disciplinary offenses. But now you have addressed that, especially this one of overstaying in one rank. Because, like for example, myself, I was a corporal for around nine years. If now you were the CS that time, I think I would be a bit higher. I think I would be somewhere else now. But for my colleagues now, that one is very okay. But I will as well read what we had here. For the career progression, we had this. There is an effort to promote police officers is rounded. However, some officers have stayed in the same rank for far too long. That's what you have addressed. Some retire without even attaining a single rank in the service, despite having worked throughout diligently. To improve on the morale and performance and avoid stagnation, there should be a clear-cut career progression pathway that is designed to allow automatic promotion based on defined standardized requirements. Promotions should also be pegged on meritocracy, among other considerations. Automatic promotions after attaining some years in the service, pegged on discipline and hard work, can address this. I think I don't need to elaborate on that, sir. We are through with what you have said, and we appreciate, really, we seriously appreciate on that. Item number 3 is community policing. And on this, the OCS had this to say. As the police try to foster shared responsibility and rebuild trust through community policing enforcement model, some inhabitants have turned out to be hostile. And I'm talking about inhabitants within Bomet County, have turned out to be hostile and uncooperative whenever the police avoid possible violations on legal framework touching on serious cases such as sexual offenses and gender-based violent matters, murder and other serious crimes. To strike a balance between culture and law sensitization at the grassroots, level is being worked on. In this regard, sir, having been here for about a month and a half, I've known about something they call Kipka here. Yes. It has something to do with the culture, and it is somehow problem solving. Yes, it is problem solving. But what we mean by that we have started grassroots sensitization is that we are trying to educate the public that it is not every case that can be sorted through Kipka. Particularly sexual offenses, other serious cases like murder. So we are working on that through grassroots sensitization programs. Item number 4, and this one has been an issue for long. This is authority to incur expenses. That is AIHISA. Of the 23 police stations that I've said we have here, more than half do not have that AIHISA. What we have here in the memoranda is this. This is another area of a challenge that seriously affects service delivery. Over half of the police stations within the county lack AIE. This creates a big problem when it comes to feeding of prisoners, buying of essentials like the stationaries. Some of those stations which receive the AIE are burdened by the other stations whenever they receive prisoners from these stations. There is need to facilitate Thank you, sir. Prisoners from around 5 stations, sir, are brought to my station because those stations do not have AIEs, so the prisoners cannot access meals when they are there. Like I heard you say recently during another Jukwaa la Usalama program somewhere, most of the stations that we have today are colonial. This one is a very good example. It's very colonial. It has 2 cells. And these cells are not spacious. So you find prisoners have been brought there, and having only 2 cells, I have to overcrowd these people. In as much as I would want to be humane, they have to be overcrowded. And the reason why they have been brought here is just because of feeding. They cannot get food anywhere. So in this one, sir, if these other stations can get AIEs, I think this problem will be sorted in a way. Kitting is another area where we have problems, sir. Officers do not have uniforms. They have resorted into buying uniforms, which is also okay, because we cannot just say nothing is being done. But if we get uniforms, sir, this will actually assist a lot. For the police stations infrastructure, that you know, sir, most of them are very old, and they don't have adequate facilities, especially the cells. So if you look into that, sir, we will be very appreciative. That judge, sir, I would, with your permission, hand over to my colleague to finalize, sir. Thank you, sir.